How you doing? I am Coach Corey, and I'm glad you're here. If you are coming back to the channel, thanks for coming back. Thanks for checking things out. I appreciate it. Before this gets going any further, I don't want to forget, please subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you like so that I can produce more of that. All right? So today I thought it would be fun to talk a little bit about some of the stuff that I do, especially now since it's been almost a year into this pandemic, and some of us have had a hard time getting things done, right? And staying focused, myself included. But I've also managed to get myself back into a groove and focus again on specific things that I love to do. One of those things, just one of them, is write articles and books. Now, I haven't written uh, any new articles lately, but the reason I haven't written new articles is because I've been focusing on this part and the books. So in July of last year, I finished my third book in my series. I have three books in my Sinfully Scandalous Mysteries series, and I finally finished the third book. So I was very excited about that. That was in July. And then I started learning about VIP Kid and Cambly and Wyzant and these other ways in OutSchool where I could teach online. And I had already created a course about procrastination that I put on a platform called Teachable, and then I have it on another platform called MemberVault. And I had fun creating that course, and I created another course trying to learn to a couple other platforms. So I spent time being really creative and trying to put together short courses. So I put together a short course about procrastination, and then I put together a course about mindfulness and different things you could do for mindfulness. And I had fun doing that. But it was because I wanted to learn certain skills and certain tools. I like to learn how to use different tools, and that's what I ended up doing. And recently I published I think it's my ninth book actually, but it's my first uh, nonfiction coaching type of book. And it's a journal, and it's called Big Goals. And it teaches you how to set how to set one goal and achieve that one goal. And then it's a journal. So you can go through the process of achieving a goal in like a 30-day period. So I did that. That was a lot of fun. So I do a lot of, as you can imagine, when you're a writer, research. I spend a lot of time reading and researching for the things that I write. If it could be a fiction piece, it could be a nonfiction piece, but I do a lot of research in order to write the material that I write and the courses that I put together. And so I've had a lot of fun doing that. Another thing that I've done during this almost year that we've had this pandemic is tools. I've been learning how to use different tools. So I learned how to use Google Classroom. I learned how to use a platform called Canvas for delivering coursework. Um, I knew how to use that as a student. I did not know how to use it as a teacher. And so I learned how to use that as a teacher. I learned how to use, or better use, something called BookBrush. This is a really fun tool. Book BookBrush is a tool that I can use to create covers for my books or advertisements that I want to put for my books. When I want to try and sell more books, I can use this tool to create the covers, and I really like that. That's a lot of fun. So those are some of the things that I've done during this almost year-long pandemic, is really focusing on getting my books finished. The third book took a lot longer than it should have to, to finish. I'm usually pretty fast. So getting that third book published, it's called Tempest, and then working on some other books because I'm writing all the time. So I'm writing, continuing to write. I'm working on the fourth book in the series. I'm working on a first book that's a young adult novel. That's the one I'm actively working right now. And then creating coursework for students, either on OutSchool or Wyzant or wherever I happen to be teaching, creating course work material for people to use. Very productive in that way. And then the tools. It's finding a tool that I think is fun and then trying to learn how to use it. I love that. So what about you? What have you been doing during this almost year-long pandemic to keep your mind active and engaged? Tell me about it. Leave it in the comment and think about, what are the 3 things you've done or the 2 things that you've done that have helped you throughout this pandemic. I can't wait to read it. See you later, and thank you for being here. Bye.